Good evening, 4-3. Today we're going to start with lesson 1410, Units of Time. Tonight's focus question is, how do you compare units of time? Here's a conversion units of time chart that I would like you to remember. We have it in our measurement folder, so refer to that when we do our conversions. So let's just take a look here. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. We have 1 day that equals to 24 hours. A month is about 4 weeks. 1 year is 365 days, but we could have a leap year of 366 days. A decade, mostly you guys are, a decade old is 10 years. A millennium is 1,000 years. So these are the units of time that we want to remember. So here's a problem that we want to try to figure out using our conversions of units of time. On her birthday, Kara calculated that she was 108 months old. Her friend Jordan has the same birthday. If Jordan turned 8 years old, who was older, Kara or Jordan? You can convert different units of time in order to compare them. Now remember, 4-3, when we are converting a measurement from big to small, we want to multiply. When we are coming from a smaller unit to a larger unit, we want to divide. All right, so in order to convert, we need to change the 8 years into months. So we have to remember the conversion of 1 year is equal to 12 months. And to find the number of months in 8 years, we need to multiply, because remember, we are going from a larger unit to a smaller unit, so we have to multiply. We're going from years to months. So we need to take 8 years and times it by our conversion of 12 months, and we get 96 months. So 108 months is equal, 8 years is equal to 96 months. So we want to compare the amounts. Kara's age is 108 months. Jordan's age, once we converted it, because we multiplied, it is 96 months. So 108 months is greater than 96 months. So Kara is older than Jordan. So now we have 9 months is greater than, less than, or equal to 27 weeks. So here is our units of time. We need to go find that on our chart. So let's look. I see 1 month is about equal 4 weeks. So we want to convert months into weeks. So let's look at our chart. And 1 month is about 4 weeks. So if we're going from a larger unit to a smaller unit, we need to multiply. So we're going to take 9, that's our 9 months here, times it by how many weeks are in 1 month, and that's 4. So that equals to 36 weeks. So who's greater, 9 months or 27 weeks? 9 months is greater than 27 weeks. The next one we have is 17 years is greater than, less than, or equal to 2 decades. So let's look on our units of time conversion chart and find decades and years. And we have it right here. 1 decade is equal to 10 years. But we have 2 decades. So we've got 2 times 10, so this would be 20 years, because it's 2 decades and 1 decade is equal to 10 years. So who's bigger? 2 decades. 17 years is less than 2 decades because 2 decades equals 20 years. All right, 5 minutes is greater than, less than, or equal to 300 seconds. So we need to look at our units of time conversion chart and find minutes and seconds. And we have it right here. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. but we have 5 minutes. So we're going from minutes to seconds. We're going from big to small, so we know that we need to multiply. And we know that 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So we need to multiply, because there's 5 minutes, we need to multiply 60 times 5 is equal to, remember, forget the 0 for a second, let's do the mental math, do the hanging out method. 6 times 5 is 30, and then you bring over your 0, and that's 300. Oh, well, look at that. 5 minutes is equal to 300 seconds. So these two times are equal. All right, 4-3, I really hope you're taking your time on these and stopping the video and practicing these different conversions yourself. Don't rush through this video. It's not going to help. All right, well, let's look at this one. 44 months is greater than, less than, or equal to 3 years. So we are looking at months, and now we're looking at years. So we need to look at the conversion chart and locate the months to years. And we've got right here. 1 year is equal to 12 months. 1 year is equal to 12 months. So what we need to do is that we are going from a larger unit. We're going to convert years to months. We need to remember large to small. We use multiplication. So now we need to take 3 years and times it by 12, because there's 12 months in 1 year, but we're asking about 3. So 12 times 3 is equal to 36. So 3 years is equal to 36 months. Who's greater? 44 months. So the sign is going to go that way. All right, guys, it's your turn. Bum-ba-da-dum. 5 days is equal to how many hours? And use your conversion chart to help you. Please make sure you're stopping the video and actually writing these problems out and solving them. Take your time. Don't rush. 12 months is greater than, less than, or equal to 40 weeks. 3 decades is equal to how many years? 8 months is equal to how many weeks? 5 centuries is equal to how many years? You guys did an awesome job. I'll see you tomorrow night.